In 1993, this precious and loving 12-year-old girl, Polly, was kidnapped from her home, sexually abused, and murdered.
This was sentencing day in one of the most notorious murder cases of our time. A judge in San Jose, California, accepted the recommendation of the jury and condemned Richard Allen Davis to death for the kidnap, rape, and murder of 12-year-old Polly Klaas.
Since that time, her father, Marc, has devoted his life to help ensure that no other child would have to suffer Polly's fate.
It was a senseless tragedy, and that's why the KlaasKids Foundation has been protecting America's children for more than 14 years. So we launched the program, we launched the foundation with the desire to stop crimes against children and to do it in unique ways.
We see this as a means of doing something positive, of focusing our attention in a positive way and trying to come up with laws, some legislation, some ideas that will help to protect our children.
The thing that drove me to work in criminal justice legislation is the fact that that's the system that really failed Polly. Making sure that the response to kidnappings is immediate and massive, and that it's a coordinated effort between citizen groups, law enforcement, and the media. These are the kinds of things that would have protected Polly and in fact would protect other children. The Klaas Foundation for Children is coming to your town to help protect your kids.
Welcome to the first annual Keeping Kids Safe Festival, featuring Marc and his digital fingerprint program. We have taken this event and put it as a way for law enforcement, fire protection to all interact with the community.
In essence, what we're doing is we're utilizing computerized equipment to fingerprint and photograph children. We've done this program for the past 14 years. We've traveled to over 40 states. We've fingerprinted and photographed in excess of 1 million children, and we've done it all without ever charging a family or databasing any information.
Mimi Yu's children, Alice and Peter, are getting their pictures taken, not for school. This has a much more important purpose.
And that's what it looks like.
I learned that having my ID card would help me, would help my parents and some friends find me if I was missing.
That's what this is all about, is trying to help protect our kids. They are our future.
Tools such as the 911 reverse system and the Amber Alert have been adopted since Polly Klaas's murder. Her father says that has dramatically helped in the number of missing children or abducted children that have been found across the United States.
Inkless fingerprinting, digital photos, and DNA swabs. These are tools that Marc says are priceless. In the past several years, awareness about child safety has changed dramatically. The media is now able to broadcast information about missing children almost immediately after an abduction. Law enforcement agencies nationwide are notified.
Now we have the Amber Alert. It's somewhat of a national obsession. It's recovering children on a regular basis.
When class is over, we've always worried about what could happen until Polly's Guardian Angel. It's a smartphone app that can send and receive missing children alerts. The Escambia School District has partnered with the KlaasKids Foundation.
We really have to start taking these sex criminals and these sex crimes seriously. And we really do have to craft legislation that is going to protect our children from these guys.
Right, Amber Harris, there's just something about that case that just makes me want to go over there and get involved with it.
Too many cases, too many kids.
I'm trying 62 of them right now that I'm trying to track.
I would say that for what he does, he probably does it better than anybody. He is about finding missing kids and coming up with the best ways of doing that. So he puts an awful lot of thought into it, surrounds himself with his team of dedicated individuals, and they find kids. Unfortunately, the majority of children that are sexually abused in this country are sexually abused by a known adult. The last thing any child needs in this country is to become a serial victim. And unfortunately, that's what happens far too often. Children influence over $1 trillion worth of purchases in this country. And that's a massive amount of money, and the marketers know that. So they revert to a lot of different types of tricks and schemes to be able to acquire that information. What we're doing is we're shutting the door on them. And we're protecting you, we're protecting your children, and we're not enriching people that are taking your information and then repackaging it for whatever purpose. I'm very excited about this partnership because Cocoon for KlaasKids is the product that parents have been waiting for. I truly believe that together we are going to make the internet a safer place for kids.